A lot of the later years. I've got 25 years in my childhood city, so I'll cover some of the earlier stuff. But, well, first of all, I just want to thank Sara's entire family for welcoming a busload full of maniacs with ridiculous accents. It's an unbelievable weekend so far, and I'm sure it's only going to get better. And then, just to start, couldn't be happier for the two of you. You're the best. So, I remember when I first heard about Sara, Eddie, fresh off the boat from the door, my mom was like, Eddie met a girl. I'm so excited over it. And I was thinking, I was like, well, fine. Well, like the crazy man, Eddie Gill, finally found a woman who's going to you know, no more of this. Staying out 12 hours of the night, coming home at sunrise, telling us every time, same excuse, I was playing video games with Max. Video games, I might know it. I'm pretty sure that was actually just what was happening. But right away I could tell just actually how compatible and how well you guys got along. I mean, right away you could see how happy we were together. One story I remember is early in the relationship, you were over for a weekend, and I come home and you're both sitting in just like utter silence, reading books on the couch, like separate couches, like 30 yards away. And I'm like, you don't want to like, you know, play Scrabble or like interact with somebody. But that's when I knew, like, you know, this girl might be around a while. Because for those of you that don't know, Eddie, I think, holds the world record as the only third grader in the history of third graders to get in trouble for reading too much. We got a concerned call home from the teacher that he was hiding underneath his desk during school and reading like Lord of the Rings novels. So, right away I could tell just how great he was. And that's not to say that there are so many ways that you've like made him a better person. He's just a happier, more relaxed, and comfortable in his skin person. I mean, you've actually, as my dad mentioned, taught him a little bit about like, how to get dressed in the morning, how to wash clothes. I think like 3 or 4 years ago, I would be up here giving a speech and he would put me in like a, you know, Captain America t-shirt, or like, you know, I'd be dressed as like Darth Vader, and all the other guys would be like stormtroopers. Okay. But so anyway, to get into a few things now, just to get into my entire life that I spent growing up doing almost everything with Eddie. I mean, it starts from when we ruined that really nice couples dinner at Disney World with our FM catapults, to the dinosaur movie that we made mom and dad put on pretty much every single day, and they probably wanted to jump out the window. Street Sharks in the basement, which we still have in the attic. You know, riding and listening to Puff Daddy and Biggie and Allie and Tara's car. You know, we're singing like Ghetto Superstar, even though we're talking about 25 years old. The infamous Fender Bender Down the Cape of 1999. I think the first time I saw Dad's head almost explode. I was down there. And then, I mean, this went all the way up through high school, sleeping through hockey practices together. And then at that point, we listened to like cooler music, like, I don't know, like Red Hot Chili Peppers. That CD was in your car for like, I think it's probably still there. The CD days. But what's funny about all this is the one thing anyone that knows the two of us will say is that we are so different. And completely true. I mean, we have totally different personalities. Eddie's very kind of stern, serious at times. He can lose it. A little more reserved, and I'm not really any of those things. And I mean, even just like, I don't think I took a science class after I finished high school when you're a doctor. Totally different interests entirely. But I mean, the funniest thing about that is I spent my entire childhood, and the only person I ever wanted to be was you. You know, Dad comes out with a camera, he's like, how old are you, Eddie? And stop, don't cry. And he's like, I'm 4, and I'm like 3 at the time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm 4. Obviously, Eddie has to like correct me and reprimand me and all this stuff. And the whole thing culminates in like, you know, WWE SmackDown in the backyard. He's got me in a suplex against the swing set. And that still just keeps the camera rolling. And I was like, keep going, guys. And then, I mean, a few years later, or actually a few months later, it was probably Christmas. I still remember this video where you jump, you run downstairs, you skip the last 3 steps, and then I'm like, you know, 3, I don't have like over 5 more still. And I just face my carpet. You know, it went on for like my entire childhood. You know, you went over to Vancouver Road to hang out, play, and I followed you over. So I don't want to tell you this like nowadays, because I don't want your head to get too big, but there's still so many ways that I try to be like you, and try to emulate you every day. I mean, you're just this extremely generous and grounded person. You're immensely hardworking, and I mean, the one thing that probably would cause the most conflict between us, but it's one of the things that I try to be the most like you with, is that you are yourself, you're your own person at all times, and you say exactly what you feel, unapologetically at all times, good or bad. And so just to finish it off, when I sit here and I say to you how happy you are, how excited you are to spend the rest of your life together, and how much you both care about each other, you know, I'll just add this to the list of reasons that I hope one day I'm just like my big brother.